Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as Tunis. As you can see, we have 2 achievements done. So the next major achievement we are after is Barbarossa. Have 500 light ships privateering at the same time. Obviously that's a ways away. We're also going to try for this Pirate Bay of Janjira, if we can do that. The rest of these, probably not going to try and get any of them. They're more world conquest specific ones. Like, I'm gonna have to aim for them, which is annoying. So we now have southern Iberia, and we have a good portion of Central Africa, obviously one minor exception up here. Our March hates us and has got its independence supported by both Brazil and France. There's also a coalition against us by virtually the same countries, not France. The Ottomans declared war on the Mamelukes again, so that's happening. We're staying out of it. So that's about it. We have courting countries going to fire here in about 3 years at minimum. We've also got some rebels that we're going to have to deal with at some point. That's a very strange spot for rebels. Okay. I'm also building up a fleet, and essentially just attempting to recover and rebuild in anticipation of courting country. We're going to turn Lower Andalusia here into a state, because we're going to want it as a state eventually anyway. Upper Andalusia, obviously, into a state as well. We're losing tons of money because we're trying to rebuild our military, but Lower Niger, that would be here. How much was that again? 24 development. Ugh, well, it's the best we got at the moment. Plus we can court almost completely, so that's going to save us a little bit of cash, because that's a reasonably controlled province. There we go. Obviously, once we start rebuilding our military, things will go much faster. These guys are up there. I guess I'm going to have to send an army literally just to take one province from a country they don't even control the province of. That's not annoying in the slightest. We also still do not have manufactories. It is spreading through our land. It's just taking a long time. So that's roughly where we are. Trying to do some raiding here. At this point, we're almost better off just raiding the Sevilla trade node and trying to steal stuff that way. On the other hand, I don't know. I assume Castile's still collecting from here. Yeah, 70 gold. Oh my gosh. We've got to shift our trade node into here as soon as we can, which we actually could do now, right? Oh, we can't do it at war. I think once the war is over, we will move our trade point to Sevilla and obviously control the Sevilla trade node. Stick a merchant guild in charge of that. In the meantime, though, I'm trying to get as much cash as we can. Okay, back to privateering in the Sevilla trade node, because we can steer trade to it, and plus we control a lot of the trade there. Great. I'm gonna have to go back and deal with that. Let's hope these armies get here soon enough. Trying to put everything in place for quarter country. Oh! Ha! We've got enough unrest reduction that we're actually fine. Oh, that edict of restitution though, saving our bacon. Lovely. Plus the lack of war exhaustion. We're also gonna get a... Oof. We kind of need that military attack. On the other hand, the military idea probably better to take considering the monarch point cost. Still not that great. We could just take out several loans and do it that way. That might be worth it at this point. We've got good legalism, so I could also do it that way. You know what? We're gonna do loans. Our corruption's under control. Yeah. We'll do loans. for the moment. How much do we need? 4,000. Okay. One more, and then we will do debased currency. We will do legalism, which does hurt our income, unfortunately, but it does get us to that, which doesn't solve our issue, but does put it a little bit more under control. I think I'm going to start spying on France again. Actually, you know what I should do? I should just spy on Castile. I'm at war. I'm going to fight them anyway. Patronize art and religion. Interesting. Okay. Moroccan ports. Do we ever get claims on Castile? I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't actually get any claims on them. We get stuff on, like, Venice, of all people. We get money if we raid them. Yes, but that's about it. Genoa devastation of 25, yeah. We don't actually manage to devastate them that much anyway. Okay, I thought I would get much closer to getting that tech than I did. But we can't actually afford to pay down our loans, so it's not the worst thing in the world. You know what, I'm going to do this national unrest stuff. Reduce the chance of uprisings as much as possible. I will harsh treat that, because I don't want another African rebellion unless I have to deal with it, which hopefully I don't. At some point, I'm just going to be able to forget Africa exists. In the meantime, it feels like I'm focusing half my attention on Africa, which I really shouldn't be. Lenient taxation's not going to do anything. I think I'm going to go for the efficient tax farming, actually. Because we've been struggling a little bit with money, and that would help a fair amount. Yeah, we're not struggling too much with admin monarch points, so... Doesn't solve the issue, but hopefully it will help me repay these loans faster. Other thing obviously we need is more legalism, but that nice ticking piety bonus helps quite a bit. We've got another colony done, which later on will become more useful. Let's jump through here so that we can feed our March more land once they become loyal, which they're not being very loyal. We got nothing out of it, but we got favors. So the Ottomans are pretty content, it appears, to leave us in charge of Western Egypt. Obviously, we couldn't get any land there, but at some point it'd be nice to take that. France is now guaranteeing their existence, which sucks. But at some point we knew we'd have to fight France. They're just too central in Europe to not be fought. But they've got Elan, and they've got defensive, and they've got offensive. We're going to definitely need offensive ideas done just to handle them. But weak air too. Not good. We're not doing very well with getting legitimate heirs these days, I will say. I'm going to... Okay, no, I will wait. I want to get a claim on Castile, but I also want the cheaper tech costs, so a little bit torn there. Get that. Get a claim on Castile. No, we won't. Why? Oh, because we've got claims on all of this land. Okay, I guess I don't have to worry about needing a reason to attack them. Let's move our trade to Seville. Prepare to see a drastic change in our trade income from 10 to 19. Drastic is a bit of an understatement, I think. Okay, let's steer that way. Let's shift this guy from collecting from trade from Tunis. Actually, you know what? Let's shift him towards transfer trade power. Let's also pull our navy off privateering there, and we'll send that to privateer up in Bordeaux. Oh, we can't. Genoa, then I guess. 28, yeah. Okay, 28 should help. From 10 to 28, it does cost us the little bit of privateering that we constantly are going to pick up from... actually, never thought about this, but can I privateer my own trade node? I'm just curious. Yes. Oh no. That wasn't that. That was just trade power adjusting. Okay. Next month then. 16. I think I'm better off actually not privateering the trade node. Huh. Venice is already privateering there. Maybe it takes another month to calculate that out. Merchants are getting very influential. I'm getting a little bit concerned. Let's get some more war galleys, I guess. We're making money from privateering, but 22. We had what, 40 something? 22. Let's stop privateering for the moment. Sorry, I'm just trying to calculate if it's worth more for me to privateer in that node or just trade in it. 28. No, it's definitely worth me to privateer then. Yeah, 15% profit. Okay. Our 15 gold profit. Still, our trade income will be higher than it was back when we were doing Tunis. Yeah, 22 gold. It's worth it. I don't think we actually have any coal in our lands, do we? It'd be nice if we did. I don't think there's coal in Africa, oddly enough. Where's coal? Coal. Oh, no one has coal right now. It doesn't appear there's any coal in Africa. Otherwise we'd have those lines everywhere. So yeah, apparently there's no coal in Africa, which is interesting. Or maybe it hasn't adjusted, but I don't think there is. So, somehow we're avoiding courting country, which is actually kind of impressive. And, well, we're making a fair amount of money, actually, now from trade and spoils of war. So, money is not an issue. We are slowly crippling Castile. It's taking quite a while, considering they pick up more land every time we attack them, it seems. Oh well. Legalism is functioning again, which means more income, better army regen. All those good stuff you get from being very pious. On the other hand, being unpious gets you a lot of morale, so... I don't know. Anyway, we're stuck being pious because of our ideas anyway. The Tunisian Caliphate, so... Doesn't make much difference what we want to do anyway, although I would like to get this constitution done, that way I can start down probably maritime ideas just for the force limits. We lost the general. Where did we lose the general? Not there, not there, not there. Up here then, I guess. Since we are not at war and we have no rebellions going on that are dangerous, we can kind of sit back and let things continue. I think it must be national unrest, because we do have unrest in certain provinces, we just don't have national unrest. So, it's kind of nice in reality, just being able to pull off something like that without a big issue. Yeah, because we have definite unrest. Yeah, okay. Well, so Edict of Resistance is actually a lot more useful than I thought it was with that -1 national unrest. Interesting. We could do reduce liberty desire from subjects' land, but I don't think it's worth it at this point. We're clearly not going to try and contest the European control over America because we can just raid it. So we actually make more money from not controlling it at the moment. Later on, obviously, we can try and steal some of Castile's lands, because I think Andalusia has missions, so if we can actually get to that point, we can get some nice advantages. We're also going to get the reduced naval attrition, which would be really nice. That way I don't keep having to dock my fleets randomly. Endless rebelliousness of that one vassal is going to be really annoying. At least that we can get Brazil or France not to support them. Oh, got that done. We actually need to upgrade our fleet again, don't we? How much money? Woo! 1,300. That is a painful number just to, out of the blue, have to do. When you're in debt, having to pay so much money just to upgrade your ships is annoying. The painful feeling of having something really hurt your wallet. Apparently we cannot convert that province ever. Oh, because religious orthodoxy was enforced, I guess. Oh well. Keep converting what I can, keep raiding away. Would really like to move my capital to Europe, but that penalty for moving the capital is hefty, to say the least. Auto moving it will be much easier. I don't think I could try to threaten Brazil, but they're in a coalition, so the odds of that are going to be slim to none that they're going to listen to me. But it would be nice if I can get this province, then I've got access to Iberia. Oh well. We shall wait. And wait. And wait some more. And then hopefully we'll be able to pay off this loan, and then we can start thinking of what comes next. Enlightenment is the next. We do have some universities, I think, right? I think I threw down like 3 of them. Oh, I did 5. So that's clearly our next thing, is to build some universities. We've got a lot of stuff we need money for, huh? Oh well. At least privateering and trading, we actually get money now, so. Hopefully Castile is suffering economically. I think we can check on that, right? Country. Rivals. Castile. Oh. Let's continue that. We're actually ahead on tech, we're behind in ideas, and we have more power projection than Castile. So. And it looks like they're actually making money, which is kind of annoying, but we've got more troops than they do, so economically they must not be doing too great. You know, we could probably declare war on them. Let's see about that. Castile entered a treaty for independence. That's... Ottomans are 11,000 in debt. Great Britain has a truce. Morocco would support. Yeah, they don't care. That's fair. Oh boy, the Ottomans are having some issues, to put it mildly. 11,000. Who do they fight? The Korakuno? They've attacked these guys and almost died for it? That can't be true. Huh. Weird. Who else could they have fought? We could have fought Delhi and everybody. I guess the Mamluk War probably bankrupted them. I really do want to attack Castile, but I guess the time isn't right at the moment. That lovely privateering rate. I would kind of like to do Golden Age of Piracy for the additional rating, but I also don't want to keep trying to send a ship off to the Caribbean. Actually, well, no, because that would annoy England, I think, because I'd privateer them. Decisions, decisions, decisions. That is nice, though. Now do town halls, which means maritime ideas, even though maritime ideas suck. We don't have much choice. We got to do wooden wall here to stack as much as we can towards naval force limit. Got 50 and we're still only a fifth of the way there. Not fun. Not fun at all. I want thousands. I need thousands of golds. Okay. Thousands upon thousands of gold. Oh well, that's the way it goes. At least we've got a navy. I've got a navy capable of beating the Spanish. I keep saying Spanish. It's Castilian still. The Castilian navy. So at least we have that going for us. I think we've taken enough land. Castile cannot actually form Spain now. I think they need Sevilla to form Spain, which is kind of ironic. Because I wasn't really intending to block them, but if they're going to fall for that, I will happily take it. I would like to be able to embrace another culture at some point, though. Our ruler is now a great conqueror. Awesome. He's 46, though, so... Let's see how bad the Ottomans are in debt now. Hasn't changed. Hasn't changed one bit. Instead, Castile is attacking Brazil. Poor Lisbon. Good land. I mean, you can't fault Castile for wanting an additional like free 50 development. The Ming have hit court and country. This is gonna be interesting. This is an expansionist Ming, which is also very strange, but I don't think it's gonna go well for them. Let's put it that way. The Ming do not handle rebels very well. They also have no manpower whatsoever. Speaking of which, have you guys seen the new Perspective Ming changes coming out in the next expansion? Because the Manchu one, because that's going to be interesting to say the least. Speaking of which, the Manchu actually exist. Cool. They hate the Ming though. They do exist. Yeah, this is a very expansionist Ming, but it's not going to stop them because they can't deal with the Timurids and they can't deal with Russia. Well, they do have humanist ideas, but they're still going to be facing rebellions like crazy. Expansionist Ming, it's not really a thing this patch, is it? I actually know what I should do before I spend my money on anything else, is get Seville to a world port. That should boost my province income considerably, yeah. That's worth it. Still behind Castile, but they do own more land than I do. Any other centers of trade I took there? I think I took another one, right? Yeah, Cadiz. Okay. Give that to the merchants as well. We'll safeguard their privileges. We'll go squash rebels. Okay. Progress on all fronts, however slow and annoying it is. I thought I had the reduced attrition for being at sea. Reduced naval attrition. No, I guess it still applies to some degree. You'd think I'd be in range of supply ships, though. Oh well. Let's move you all the way over to there. There. Doesn't look like we can actually steer this Alexandria trade to us, which is Unfortunate, that's about all we can do. I'm impressed that we managed to seize as much Castilian trade as we could offhand. Plutocratic coup, that's not good. 103. When is those gonna fire? 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. When is this going to occur? 1 year. Great. I'm gonna have to take land away from guys I gave land to recently. Estates. Also, that's gonna be very interesting when they change how estates work. Revoke that. Revoke that. It'll be over 100. Exactly on 100. Revoke that. Okay, that should stop them. I'm trying desperately to avoid these disasters. And so far it's working. That's going to be it for this episode. Next time I think we're going to continue down the military tech tree because we're falling behind. And hopefully at some point we will manage to go down the offensive tree a bit, because we definitely need to, and hopefully we can also go down the maritime idea reasonably fast as well. So that's it from me. Thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this, and at some point we will be able to attack Castile once the Ottomans are not so catastrophically in debt. But that's it for this episode. Bye for now.